Welcome to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin', and you know what? We are backstage.
Backstage at Monoman, Minnesota at the Shooting Star Casino, and we have a whole bunch of great folks here waiting to see the taping of this beautiful television show. Fast Freddy's on the keyboards with a little ragtime music. You folks are sitting back in your chairs, ready to enjoy a great show, and that's what we got coming your way. Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling from the Shooting Star Casino, coming up next.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is brought to you by Modern Home Products, the makers of MHP, Phoenix, and Profire Grills. Pit Boss Pellet Grills, Cherry Delight, Native American Tourism of Wisconsin, healthy homegrown Wisconsin potatoes, Sundrop Soda, Shooting Star Casino, Awesome Shrimp and Seafood, the Oneida Nation, and by Lashbro Aerial Images.
The producer, we don't talk about him. We call him the parole officer. All right, welcome to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
We are at the Shooting Star Casino in Monoman, Minnesota. We're having a great time.
We are.
The boys and I have been here for a couple of days. We've had a wonderful time so far.
Yeah, that's good. You folks having a good time already? All right, glad to hear
Folks here are
that.
having a good time. Well, we're going to do a little outdoor cooking. This is a grilling show, by the way.
Yes.
We are Mad Dog and Merrill. There's Fast Freddy on the keyboards there. How about some nice shrimp skewers?
Yes.
Does that sound good to
There we go.
everybody? Should we do some nice little shrimp skewers? Now, I was talking with the chef out there, Chef Bob in the back over here. You had your highlight. So we're going to take some nice, beautiful shrimp. Shrimp skewers are delicious to do. They're wonderful to do. They're easiest thing in the world to do. We're going to throw about 7 or 15 shrimp inside of there. We're going to throw some nice red and yellow peppers, and we're going to put them all in the same little dish because what we're going to do is we're going to add a little oil and Grandma Hazel.
Now you're talking.
Now, Grandma Hazel is one of our signature sausage. That's a little bit of garlic peppers, onion, fennel, celery, red pepper, green pepper, onion, sodium, and dill in Grandma, and she's just absolutely delicious. She was a feisty little woman in life.
Yes, she was. 98 years old.
98, little Irish lady, Merrill's grandmother. We're going to add a little bit of olive oil over the top of that. We're just going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil. We're going to take a little bit of Grandma Hazel, put that over the top. Grandma Hazel is very powerful, so you got to be careful with Grandma Hazel.
Yeah, great on steaks, though.
Great on steaks,
man.
great on seafood, good stuff. And what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to put on a pair of gloves and don a pair of gloves here today. And the chef has prepared the same meal in the back, but it's so easy to do. We're working with the Pit Boss grill over here and the nice little Phoenix grill over there. I've got the MHP in the back. And all we're simply going to do is mix up Grandma Hazel, the oil together. We're going to do wooden skewers, and all we simply do with the wooden skewers is skewer them to the center. And a little red pepper, a little green pepper. You know how to make skewers. I'm not going to sit and insult anybody here, nor at the audience in television land.
It's good, though, I'll tell you what.
They're absolutely
Shrimp,
delicious.
Skewered shrimp, boy, it's just phenomenal. You
So,
don't have to
so
cook
here's
it
what we're
that
going to
long.
do. So the number one problem with skewers a lot of times is the meat's done before the vegetables are done before the meat, and the meat and the vegetables stick on the grates of the grill. So it becomes a problem. So what we're going to do with our skewers outside is I'm going to take a couple wooden dowels, and I wrap those wooden dowels with a universal foil, and I created a nice little shish kebab set. So on the grill outside on a nice low, medium, direct heat, I will not burn my wooden skewers because those go tip to tip, and we made a nice little shish kebab set that holds them off the grates of the grill. But with those skewers
That's
of
right.
shrimp, you need a shrimp sauce.
You do need a shrimp sauce,
Not
ladies and
an
gentlemen.
unusual shrimp sauce, but an unusual.
A very unusual shrimp sauce. We're using the works. This is our brat sauce, typical hamburger sauce, good on kielbasa, good for making a meatloaf if you'd like. Good old hot dogs there, Freddie.
I love it.
Good old bratwurst. So anyway, I hope I got enough here to make for everybody. But you know, start out with a little bit of the works in here, and I'm just going to put this up just a little bit to the.
So that's homemade ketchup with sauerkraut, onions, and a nice little deli mustard in
Yeah,
there.
I mean the flavor is just phenomenal. It really is. Some bars even use this in Bloody Marys, believe it or not. It's really good. Okay, we got a little bit of the works in there. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic. Now, If you've seen us before, we use a lot of garlic. You know, a lot, don't we? Yeah. Wait, I haven't even capped this yet.
I know, my eyes are watering
I
just
know.
thinking about
But I
it.
like using a lot of fresh minced garlic, better than using the fresh garlic. It's just, you can tell, it's a little bit strong up here too. But the shrimp is really, really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a good, maybe a
Perfect.
tablespoon and a half on there. I'm going to stir that around. You want to mix this up very good. The flavor. Now, if you don't like the garlic, or if you want a little bit more, you can put some more in there. But then I'm also going to use a little bit of fresh squeezed lemon juice in here, which will make a big difference. Good flavor on there. Good flavor on there. Now I got some chili powder. There again, it's up to your discretion of how much chili powder you want. I'm going to use a little bit. Some people will use a whole bunch. And then, believe it or not, which adds a really nice flavor to it, what you're going to get today on yours is a little bit of sage. Sage has got a really nice earthly flavor to it. You could use other different types of herbs. But we're going to mix it all up together. And there we have is our shrimp sauce, ladies and gentlemen.
And
And
so,
they're
so
gonna
with
have
every
that.
good shrimp sauce, you need a little container to serve it in. So what we're going to do, some people call this a jalapeno. We call it a jalapeno. Because what we're going to do, don't we, Freddie?
I
We're
made
going
that up.
to take a nice fresh jalapeno, and we're going to hollow it out. And that's going to be our little serving dish. So if you like it a little bit spicier, it's going to add some nice flavor. But we're going to pop all those seeds out of there. And all we're simply going to do is take Meryl's little shrimp sauce.
I love it.
And we're going to add that into our jalapeno. And we're going to serve it up with some nice little lemons at the end. So that's how we're going to serve it at the end. So that's another great idea. So if you're all ready for some shrimp, Freddie's going to play a little music and get us out of this segment because that's time to serve the shrimp.
Time for shrimp, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, welcome back to Mad Dog and Meryl's Midwest Grillin'.
I'll tell you what, we mentioned a little bit earlier, ladies and gentlemen, that we're in Mahnomen, Minnesota. We're at the Shooting Star Casino. And all the folks out there in television land, they can go to starcasino.com, starcasino.com. I almost hit every slot machine, but there's 800 of them. One of the largest casinos in Minnesota you have the privilege of having right here. Beautiful, almost 800 slot machines, blackjack tables, bingo. They've got it all. The beautiful community center here for events that are being held. Then go online to see the concerts that are coming up now that everything's pretty much going over. So they'll be having concerts again. Life is good.
Hotel
They
is-
got a beautiful hotel.
Oh man, and the swimming pool. Oh,
360
man.
room hotel. So book a night, you folks out there. Book a night. Go to starcasino.com. The swimming pool is phenomenal. Meryl, I got there at 7 o'clock this morning, did a couple of laps. Meryl showed up at 7:20. It's the warmest swimming pool we've ever
that's
had.
beautiful.
It
That
was,
was
it's
beautiful,
really, really
Freddie.
nice. Great facility here, and life is good. We've got the Mustang Lounge. They've got the Eagle Landing Bar.
Yep.
We ate at the Smoke
Right.
Grill and Bar, the Smoke Grill and Bar, or restaurant, whatever it's
Right,
called,
right.
the Smoke. Just phenomenal. Meryl and I had the walleye. It was great. Our producer Rod over here had a nice, beautiful rack of ribs. I'm kind of hoping my buddy, the Chef Bob, brings us out a rack of ribs at the end of the presentation. And Fast Freddy over here had his famous ribeye steak.
The ribeye man right over here.
But also on the menu here at the Shooting Star Casino,
Yes.
are wild rice meatballs with a
Yeah.
nice gravy with garlic smashed spuds.
Yes.
And that's what you folks are getting today, I believe, with a honey glazed carrot on the side so we all can see better about life. So we're going to start out with doing our nice little meatballs on the grill. Meatballs start out with a couple pounds of beef. That's what the chef uses. You could use bison, you can use pork and beef together, you can use whatever you'd like. We are on the shores of the Wild Rice River and the beautiful lakes around here. The Prestige Lakes produce some of the highest quality wild rice there is. So be proud of that here in the Minnesota area. Wild
Yes,
rice is
yes,
absolutely gorgeous. And Mahnomen is wild rice in Ojibwe. So we have the wild rice in here, we have the beef in here. We're going to put a couple little cracked eggs over the top of that. I'm going to add some breadcrumbs in there. These are herbal breadcrumb that are seasoned up. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, you got that little thing.
Tell
on
you,
the
this
bottom.
man's a meatball king. He
I am the
makes
meatball
meatballs
king.
Like crazy. He
Our
really does.
grilling magic we brought along with us. It's a lower sodium garlic pepper blend, garlic pepper blend grilling magic. It's lower in sodium, so you can shake the ever living dickens out of it. Now we're just going to make a little kitchen item here. We're going to splash a little hot sauce in there.
Ooh.
We're going to do a little Worcestershire, a little Worcestershire in there.
You got it.
Our #1 barbecue sauce, we're proud to say there's no high fructose corn syrup in there. There's gluten-free, certified gluten-free, so if we have any problems out there, we brought that along with us. That's our #1 barbecue sauce. Nice, sweet, rich barbecue sauce. So we had a little barbecue sauce flavor inside of there. I think we got everything but the kitchen
I was
sink.
going to say that exactly.
We got the wild rice in there, and we're simply going to mix things up. Now, the chef made a whole batch of these, along with a couple other of his great little elves that help out in the back.
Always got to have those elves.
You always
know.
got to have the
You gotta
elves
have
helping.
those.
You got Bobby and you got Laura and the rest of the crew, along with Chef Bob back there, nice folks. And all we're simply going to do is mix those meatballs up. Now, meatballs on the grill are just little hamburgers if we don't realize that. So what we can do is we can grill them indirect for about 35, 40 minutes, or we can do them on a low direct method and roll them around a little bit. And it doesn't make a difference which ones you do. But I'm going to put those on the grill in a little bit. We're going to have some wild rice meatballs. But with that, we need garlic smashed taters.
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I'm a potato man. I love garlic smashed potatoes. So we got some potatoes here. Red potatoes.
Those are hot potatoes,
Yeah,
Mr.
they
Merrill.
are hot potatoes. We just took these off on the grill.
So we have Yukons and Reds.
Okay, you got her, sir.
So I'm going to give Merrill a little hand. We got the Yukons, we got the
Yep.
Reds. We got the Reds, we got the Yukons. We got the Yukons, we got the Red. We're going to do a
Got the
small
red
batch.
Yukon. Okay.
Small batch.
We're going to smash on those real good. I'll let you
I'm
do
the
smashing,
smasher.
'cause
I'm the
just sort of
smasher,
running.
you're the adder.
All right, okay. We're going to put some butter in there. You don't have to use a whole bunch of butter, too. But butter, I mean, butter makes everything taste good.
Absolutely.
Don't you agree? You got it, you got it. All right, we got a little sour cream. We want to put
Sour
in there.
cream.
Sour cream.
So the potatoes we browned up on the grill so they're charred on the outside, and you mash it up in there so you have the flavor of the grill. That was,
I don't know.
Oops, excuse me,
oh
sir.
sure, like you didn't do that on purpose.
I didn't, trust me. A little cream.
Just a little cream,
A
you
little
don't
said.
want to use a whole
cream.
bunch, just a
No,
little cream.
you don't want to use a whole bunch of cream.
I hear you. We've been down that route before. Of course, there again, a little bit of garlic. I'm not going to go overboard on the garlic.
These
on
are
here.
nice garlic smashed. I had garlic smashed last night with my meal with the walleye. It was delicious.
I
We
did
had the
too.
white cheddar macaroni and cheese. That
Yes.
was good.
We both had the same thing. You know that.
Yeah, well,
our
you're the
sides.
original side dish.
You said,
Yeah.
I know. Well,
All right, man, you got it.
well
I love
there
it
they
when
are.
a plan turns out. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw these on the grill off to the side of the heat and serve them in just a little bit. But we're going to put those nice little wild rice meatballs
Yeah.
on the grill.
Oh, the aroma.
We've got the smashers on the grill. And I can't wait to hit the slot machines again tonight, I'll tell you that.
He's ready to go. He's
Mad Dog
ready
and
to hit
Merrill's
it.
Midwest Grilling, we'll be right back here. Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling, Shooting Star Casino, Monoman, Minnesota.
Great time. Everybody's having a good time out there.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, glad to hear that. Glad to hear that.
I'll tell you what, we're proud to say in Wisconsin, we're good friends with Native American tribes in Wisconsin. There's 11 great tribes in Wisconsin. There's 12 great tribes here in Minnesota, one of which you're standing in right now is White Earth Nation.
All right.
Exactly right.
Yay.
They're the largest one. They were ahead of their times when it came to vaccination during the COVID period. So we salute them and hats off to them. And
Yes.
we could pass as the old Beach Boys, couldn't we?
The old Beach Boys.
All right. So with every good meal, you need desserts.
Yes, sir.
And Merrill, what are you doing?
I'll tell you what, I got a big roll.
Yeah, we know you got a big
Big
roll.
roll. I got another big roll over there, too.
Show it.
I'll show you.
Oh, the
Oh.
big roll.
Oh, this big roll.
That big roll.
This big roll.
We're cheating today.
All right. I'm going to let you open that. 'cause
We called upon our good friends at Pillsbury today. Cinnamon rolls. Merrill and I started actually with a grill company about 40 years ago doing demonstrations. One of the things they wanted to do was cookies on the grill. They wanted us to do sweet rolls on the grill.
Yep.
They wanted to do things like that, like baking, because there's nothing you can't do on the grill. And in essence, you can do anything and everything on the grill. A lot of great grills on the market nowadays. So we're going to do some nice little cinnamon rolls right now, but we're going to do it Mad Dog and Merrill versions. The one you're receiving today, they actually roll them out and hand make each and every one, so you can be proud of that. So we're going to call upon Mr. Pillsbury.
This is not going well.
I had one of those one time, went right in my eyes.
Did it really?
Oh, yeah, I thought I was blinded.
I was waiting for that.
So we're going to take our cinnamon rolls. You hand make your own cinnamon rolls.
All right.
I know every one of you out there make your own cinnamon rolls, that's for sure. We're going to take the cinnamon rolls. We're just going to have those on the side, but ours are pecan. Ours is going to be like an upside downer. And in order to do that, and there's a lot of great desserts to do on the grill. That's for darn sure. We're going to take a nice little Pyrex pan, or you can do a cast iron skillet. If you don't have a cast iron skillet, they're wonderful to have. And a couple of things we're going to do with ours, and this is the way we do them in Wisconsin. We go out and we get some good old-fashioned pecan, buttered pecan ice cream.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we let it melt. So what we did is we're actually going to stir that up a little bit, and we're going to stir the pecans to the top, and that gets served as the base on the bottom of that pan, that little buttered pecan ice cream. And that's all melted, so that's got the sweet little dairy products. To that, we're going to use a whole bunch of brown sugar in the bottom.
Ooh.
We're going to use some Caro syrup,
It'll live things up, man. I'll tell you what.
dark Caro syrup over the top of that. We're going to do a little crop dusting of nutmeg over the top of that.
Oh.
Now, every Christmas, everybody, holiday season, I say Christmas, I apologize. During the holiday season, everybody has their traditions. Every year we get cinnamon rolls from the Merrill household.
Yeah, I love making cinnamon rolls.
So those get delivered on Christmas Eve, and we throw them out on Christmas Day. That's our tradition. So we got a little cinnamon, little nutmeg over the top of that, and every good pecan roll needs pecans.
Okay.
And that's some.
So we're going to add some nice little pecans over the bottom of that pan, and all we're going to do is we're going to nestle. Do you guys ever nestle?
Nestle?
We're going to nestle our little rolls in the bottom of the pan, nestling each and every one to perfection. And we're going to put our grill, we're going to set our grill for the indirect method of cooking, and we're going to cook those indirect for about 40 minutes until they poof up and create a nice little display. But when we were at the, our friend Rod over here had at the smoke had a rack of ribs, and I was a little bit left out about the whole thing.
Yes.
So we got Chef Bob here from the restaurant. Give Chef Bob and the staff here a big hand if you would, please.
Sir.
Chef, come right over here.
Thank you.
Now,
Oh, ho, ho.
Chef said he would be on the air with us, but he wouldn't be mic'd up. So we have a beautiful display. These are smoked. They're all smoked in-house, so they do have a nice little smokehouse in the house. So those are all the gorgeous racks of ribs. Yours won't be garnished with the candied apples like these are, but darn close. Those are onion mums.
Wow.
Onion mums.
Onion
oh my
mums.
God,
Hey,
beautiful.
speaking of mums, by the way, this show that we're taping today, and we don't like to date our shows, but this show actually gets aired on Father's Day. So if you're all interested, and you folks out there in TV land, you folks out there in TV land, you're watching it already, so it's Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all the Fathers Day.
Yeah.
Hey, hey.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day,
For the
brother.
Hey.
for the rest of you good folks out there, what you have to do is go to maddogandmerrill.com to learn where it airs in your time. So, Chef, I hope we're doing you good. Here's what we're going to do. You stay right there, Chef. Entertain
Don't
them a little
move.
bit.
Don't move any place.
Don't
or anything
move.
for
Hold
it.
on.
Good job. We had good food last night and everything. It was a great time. Rod polished all the ribs for it too. So It was good. So what do you got there, man?
Well, we gotta, now we yacked a lot.
Yeah, I know.
You know what?
What?
Tell us.
StarCasino.com. We're going to be right back after this little break, and when we get back, we're going to display all the great food that we have. How about that one?
Wait,
Chef
wait,
Bob,
wait,
thank
wait.
you very much. Appreciate it, sir. You and the staff are great.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
A little gravy. We have just
Oh,
got
yeah,
time
look
for the
at
gravy
that.
over the top of the garlic smash, the wild rice meatballs, the pecan, the shrimp, and the gorgeous ribs. Compliment to Shooting Star Casino. You can go to starcasino.com, ladies and gentlemen. We've had a great time here.
Yes, we have, everybody.
Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen.
Happy
Goodbye.
grilling, everybody.
Goodbye.
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 Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is a production of Lashbro Visual Communications.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye, Meryl.
Goodbye, Merrill.